It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m.
Enough of that.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Oh, you know what it is.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
You do. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to another Friday. When you're in the middle of the week seems like it's dragging. But when Friday comes, you're like, Friday here? Who at the door? Is that Friday? Is that Friday? Friday here? Friday is in the building. Let me get to these comments, y'all. I'm sorry I was late. I got a whole slew of things that went on this morning. I had to record this thing for Shade Moore in the morning. She rocks in Kansas City. Let's get the good mornings. RG Parker is in the building. Happy Friday. Nikki White Chocolate is in the building. Happy Friday. Cat Quest, morning. Queen Born, morning. RG Parker saying morning to everybody. Jay Black is in the building. What up, Jay Blizzy? Oh, let me fix the mic. Give me a second.
Push that boot up.
I got it.
I see Afro Queen. I see Nikki White Chocolate. Oh, Miss Parker be rocking heavy. Cap Quest. Okay, good morning, everybody. I see people up. They waking up. Jeanette's up. She's saying what up to everybody.
All right, I'm back in the building. Why you sound funny today?
I sound funny?
Yeah.
Test.
All right, you all right.
Know what? Oh, it might be something I did. I did switch something up. Let me see. All right.
All right. So I got a lot going on this morning, y'all. So the morning been going. And let me just get back into my flow.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
To get back on. And you know, there's a new thing that happens whenever I get stressed or we get too intense. Jay Black, there's a new thing. Whenever things are getting too intense, when I feel like the stress level's too high, we play this.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit.
Anytime things get too tense, we go to Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. You better get on here, get some of this food. So Jay Black, what's good? How was your night? How's everything going?
Night was good. I sound back to normal. My voice.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Yeah. Went to the dentist yesterday. Had my 6-month cleaning. You know, same old hustle. They try to get you to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Just clean my teeth and get me out of here. Anything extra, I don't want it. I mean, it's time to do your X-rays. Is that part of my 6-month cleaning? If not, I don't want it. But that was good. Lady Q had a little procedure. That was good. Everything was good. Everybody was good.
The only problem about the dentist thing is not like working with a car. It's not like working with a car. When they want to add things, they are trying to hustle you for money. But
sexy, man.
Those extra things that they're asking you to do can help you prevent a lot of stuff that goes on. So I understand you're cheap.
I'm not cheap. I just know the hustle. I'm frugal, and it has to
understand an X-ray. An X-ray can actually help find things that may be there before they get serious. That's why they tell you to. And so sometimes you have to spend. You don't have to worry about the extra money for the preventive situation that they can actually make happen, Jay Black. It's not your car. It's not your car. Like I've seen people, like my dad went through a lot with his teeth, and there was a lot of money spent. So sometimes you want to spend the X-ray money now before you got to spend the big bucks later on, because they were like, hey, we ain't see it till now because you ain't want to pay for the X-rays.
Okay.
So just run this 30,000. Run this 30,000 now, or lose all your back teeth. It's up to you, homie. You can lose all your back teeth, or you can pay. You can get this little X-ray. Get this little X-ray right now. Hey, Mo's in the building. What's going on, Mo?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Nikki. RJ. RG.
How's everything going with you? What went on last night? What went on?
Nothing gone last night. Okay? I didn't get any sleep. And yes, I said gone because I stayed up looking at a lot of documentaries and Hoarders. I don't know why Hoarders was on like repeat on my television. It made me get up and want to just like throw away everything in my house.
I was addicted to that show for years upon years. And you know why I'm addicted? Because in my life, if you want to piss me off, have some clutter around me. Just some clutter in a closet. No, I'm serious. I had some drag out arguments with my ex Stacy because I cannot deal. If you see clutter, like in my car, or you see clutter in my space where I'm living, understand I'm going through something. If you want a clue, you know I'm going through something. If everything isn't folded properly and my car ain't right, you know I'm going through something. I was obsessed with that show because it was so damn nasty. And I couldn't understand the mental situation because obviously it's a mental health problem. There's something. There's something that's going on. And I would be obsessed with that show because you know what I would be obsessed with? The follow-up. After they broke down and they finally got the person to clean the house and finally allowed the company to come in. Come in and clean the house. Then the follow-up would be either they kept it up or it went right back to the hoarder system. So that's funny. I used to watch that show. I used to know exactly when that show came. I was watching that show before streaming was popping.
It was back to back to back. Those who have Samsung TVs understand. It was back to back. And I was just like, why am I here? What algorithm found me that I'm watching this and can't go back to sleep? Yes.
That's one of my shows that I'd have to turn off. Anything with Law and Order, I can't watch because I won't go to sleep.
It's the chime.
It's the chime. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD.
Yes.
I'm hooked on Chicago. Like Chicago got me.
If you watch Chicago Fire, you gotta watch Chicago PD because they come back to back.
And Chicago PD might be my most favorite, but they just don't have as many episodes as Law and Order. It's been like 20 years, so it is what it is.
It's on its 26th season.
So we got two things today. That I have. Jay Black, if you got something, please add on. But let me give y'all what's going on today. I have I have to expose something before it gets exposed about me.
Oh, you getting ahead of it? Okay.
I'm getting ahead of the curve. I'm getting ahead of the curve. Before this story breaks about me.
Oh, hell.
I got to get this story out there first.
Let me get my Vaseline. J Black, get your hammer out because we might have to go to the streets. I don't know. This sounds serious.
I'm just going to let y'all know whatever you heard about this situation is not true because there was no situation. It just happened to be. I just want to make sure. I want to Tyrese the game. I want to make sure.
You're getting ahead of it before the blogs get a hold of it and they come out. Before the extortion happens.
You got.
For y'all not gonna Meek Mill me. Y'all not gonna Meek
baby
Mill.
Daddy. He ain't that baby Pappy. Okay, all right, we're gonna get ahead of this story.
That'll be in a few minutes. I'm gonna get ahead of the story. Because no. Because when I found this out, I said, oh shit, like I forgot.
Diane.
Like I totally forgot about this. Like I didn't even know when I looked at it, I said, oh shit, I might not be the only person who has this information. I said, because this is a very public thing, and I don't want to get caught up in the eye of the storm. Like I said, I don't want to be Meek Milled because I don't understand why Meek Mill is catching the worst of this Diddy shit out of everybody.
Oh, yeah,
he's catching the worst.
He's definitely catching the heat.
Let me write this down because that'll be my segue when I drop the Meek Mill situation, and then I'm gonna play a clip for No Lies Detected, and I'm gonna tell y'all I want y'all women and I want everybody on here to tell me if lies are detected. K.MICHELLE's on some bullshit. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to lean the jewelry. I don't want to get y'all on my side. But I'm just gonna play this K.MICHELLE shit.
Oh, you want me to play it so I can zoom in? You got it bigger? Well, let me know when you're ready for that one.
Well, you tell me what it looks like.
I just don't want men to cry because then I don't.
Do you want it different? Like,
yeah.
You're just so anal, dog. You fuck up my flow, yo.
What did the Memphis princess do now?
Go ahead. K.MICHELLE, go ahead.
I would like to be better about that, you know? Like, I don't want to see. I don't mind them crying though. I think they should be able to be vulnerable. I do. I think men should be able to cry and be vulnerable. Yeah. But for some reason, once they cry, you know what happens to me? I turn into the man. No, you make when they cry, I be like, like that, like.
It depends what they're crying about. So if they had a death in their family,
if we both cry,
their mom passed,
I get it, family. Oh, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like if something don't go their way, like a cry.
Oh no.
But like if someone die in your family and things like that, then
what if having a bad no.
And you know, like having a bad, like I just don't want men to cry because then I don't feel protected. I just don't want men to cry because then I don't feel protected.
All right, take off. All right. What else you want? Bitch, shut up. So listen, women, y'all go on here and y'all tell me if you see any lies detected. If you do, she doesn't feel like a man for her. She doesn't like to see a man cry because she turns into the man. Which is and she doesn't and nothing. She doesn't feel safe. She doesn't feel safe if she sees a man cry, which is odd because I've seen Mike Tyson cry many a time, and I've seen the late great DMX cry many a time. I've seen Michael Jordan cry. So are you saying you wouldn't feel safe around those individuals there around you? But I will go to Mo. I will go to Sexy Mo. Mo, how do you feel about a man crying? Do you feel unsafe if you see a man sniffle? If a man pulls out a tissue?
I feel unsafe if you can't cry. If you don't cry. If you can't show a level of vulnerability. Okay? You're a psychopath. But I feel like this, that plays into the dysfunction of when you see a man punch a little boy in the chest and say, man up, boys don't cry. That goes from the young dysfunction that we instill in boys that they're not supposed to cry. So if you don't feel safe as a man to be vulnerable around your significant other, your partner, your life mate, your soulmate, then who can you be vulnerable around? Bottled up feelings is a dangerous ticking time bomb, ready, waiting to go off at any moment.
Welcome to a man's world. You can't show anybody your feelings. You can't show nobody nothing.
But I will say that K.MICHELLE was raised on the rough streets of Memphis. And so her mindset and her take on how men are supposed to be, because we're talking about roles, right? The way men's supposed to be is probably distorted and set in a level of dysfunction.
And it probably can't explain why she ain't had the healthiest relationships in her life.
Right. Hence thereof, the type of relationships that she's fallen victim to, the abusive relationships that she's fallen victim to. And I say victim because I don't blame her. But I do feel like the level of understanding that it is healthy for your man to cry. Now, I ain't saying that he's supposed to go walk around with a snot tissue all the time. I can't pay this bill. Listen, yeah, you might have to show a little, look, we're going to have to get it together. But this whole thing about I don't feel protected, I wouldn't feel protected if my man couldn't be vulnerable.
Right. And that comment with Sean, she said, I seen this on my feed, and that's just her opinion because I don't agree with her. I only feel unprotected and unsafe if we're in a situation you can't protect me or us. And I would like to explain to y'all women, and I would like to explain to transgender women, and I know you guys are laughing, what the hell that got to do with this? Put that comment up. Put the comment up. To be a man is to understand this. Sean, I know you don't mean no harm. I only feel unprotected and unsafe if we're in a situation and you can't protect me or us. That is the fucking pressure a heterosexual man is under when we are in a relationship. Our ego, our job, whether we are built for it or not built for it, our job is to protect. That is what we're so when people try and be heterosexual men, you can't understand this. That your entire life you're told, and I know you don't mean no harm, because I agree with you. But I don't think people understand the level of pressure it is when every time you go out or every time there's a conflict, you realize that your job number one is to protect other people other than yourself, no matter what the situation is. And if you fail, to protect, you will be looked upon differently, even if you weren't built to do the job to begin with. So, K.MICHELLE, if you think crying makes you unsafe, girl, you don't know the half of what it is to have a pair of balls in real life. You don't know the half of what it takes to do this. And I've never said I know the half of what it takes to be a woman. I've never even proclaimed that.
Well, I'll stretch out my arms to you even further on your comment, because it is also a woman's job not to put her man in predicaments where he gotta flex and show that he can protect you in the first place. So I think that goes both ways. I think that, you know, again, we're talking about roles and the way, the things that we, you know, the roles that we play in relationships. That's one of a woman's role. You're not supposed to put your man up in constant situations that threatens your entire family, right? Threatens his livelihood, threatens the way that his ability to be able to take care of his family. So,
and let me add on to that. And then this is when it really sucks. If we protect too much, then we're called overprotective. There's this make-believe line. There's this line that nobody knows where this line is at. Nobody knows where, because the line is different for every single person on this planet. There's this make-believe line that if I cross this line, now I'm doing too much. Now I didn't know that line. I didn't know that was a line. Oh, that's the line. And this make-believe line will change, because you could act the same way in a different situation. Be like, why ain't you doing nothing? Be like, well, I'll step back because you said the line. You said I'm doing too much. No, not in this case. In this
very confusing.
In this case, I needed you I needed you right where you were at last week. And I was like, well, what the fuck?
When you was on 10 last week, I needed you on 10 right now, but you at a mid. You at a mid right now.
You at a mid now. Now I'm being reasonable. I'm trying to understand the situation. No, I don't need you to understand the situation. I need you to react, and I need some things to be. I need you to say what you said. I don't need you to be in conversation mode, understanding mode, trying to see both sides of the story. I don't need you to check for both sides of the story. I told you the story. Mark said, that's right, Mike. And if you're John Kruk, you only get one. Yeah. Some of us, you know, it was a symbolism. It was a metaphor. So, Jay Black, how do you feel? K.MICHELLE says she's not safe if a man cries. She don't feel safe. She turns it to the man.
That's unfortunate.
I have to understand and respect that, because it makes sense to me. I know it may not make sense to some other people, but I can see how a man being soft, but perceived as soft in certain elements and certain situations, can change someone else's perspective on them. So yeah, if you're crying over this, maybe that person won't feel like you're gonna hold me down when we're walking through that dark alley, or we leaving this club at lounge at 2 a.m. Yeah, it's real. We can act like it ain't real, but like you said, DMX cried. Yeah, he had the perception of being a thug life and all this.
Mike Tyson.
But
do you feel safe with Mike Tyson at any moment if he's on your side? Do you feel safe with Mike Tyson?
I get what K.MICHELLE is saying. I honestly, I do. I know it wasn't going to be a popular opinion. I mean, I'm not a crier. So when Mo, you saying is a threat, I think Asha said something too about it's dangerous, or is when someone doesn't cry. I don't cry. I don't.
So is it that you suppress the feeling? If you feel like you're emotionally tapped and you want to,
I feel like crying is a sign of weakness for a man. For a man, I feel like a lot of elements for me in certain aspects outside of death.
What is the weakness? I would like to know.
It's just what I feel.
No. I mean, what is it about it when you say is a sign of weakness?
Suck it up, figure it out. You're a man. Figure it out. Get through it.
So let me ask you
like,
something.
That's just my first thought process.
Right.
And I know, Mo, you want to put your therapy hat on, but I'm just saying, let's be real.
This is a very soft question. At what point in your life did you say or get the mindset that crying is a sign of being soft for a man?
I don't remember how it came about. I just know crying is like a soft, you're a sucker.
So
like,
was it
like growing up and maybe it's in school? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was getting at. Because for most people who do feel that way, or for most men who do feel that way, it's because it was instilled and ingrained at a young age. And to a point where it was like, it may have been something that you were crying about that you can't recall because you kind of suppressed that memory. That it was very, very deep that you were like, okay, I'm not going to cry. Even if you feel the urge or feel that feeling to cry, you stop yourself. So that's why I was asking, do you feel the need to cry? It is a learned behavior.
I don't feel, honestly, I don't feel the need. I think I'm at a point now when you hit your 40s or whatever, is who you are is who you are. I'm not going to start being a crier.
Yeah, that's not true. But we're not going to get all into it. No, it's not true because it's not. Okay, let me just prove what a lot is. You have changed so much since after the age of 40. It's ridiculous.
All praise, Queen, Lady
the wife.
Q.
Yes, the wife. Yeah.
Your attitude and the words that you use and the things so that I don't even want to get into that. Yeah. That's a falsehood. Yeah. But I will say this: if you don't cry, that emotion will come out in some other way. Yeah. When you are overwhelmed, you can cry, and let's say you don't. Say, hey, I'm gonna suck it up.
Oh,
it will come out in some other way.
We have it.
I'm not saying don't cry. I'm just saying to each his own. I get it for those who do cry, and for those who don't, I understand that as well. But I'm not going to issue someone that says that if you're crying is a sign of weakness. That's their beliefs. That's their thought process. I got to respect it.
What I'm saying is, Jay, there's going to be an alternative emotion that's going to happen. Your body is going to take that, and it's going to react in a different way, whatever it may be. It may be to eat. It may be to drink. It may be to become very quiet and isolated. It may be that you become aggressive about shit that there's no need to be aggressive about. In whatever way, that emotion is going to turn into something else. Yeah, K.MICHELLE. Do you hear me, K.MICHELLE?
So for those who missed it, K.MICHELLE said she doesn't like when men cry, and she explained why.
You like it? I would like to be better about that, you know? Like, I don't...
Pause it right there. If you rub your breast like that again, I might cry.
Gosh.
If you massage your breast like that again.
I do. I think men should be able to cry and be vulnerable. But for some reason, once they cry, you know what happens to me? I turn into the man.
No, you make it like the wrong one.
When they cry, I be like that, like.
Can you stop it right there? Can you stop it right there? When she says once they cry, turn into the man, bitch, that's your excuse. There are other reasons that you'll turn into the man too. That just happens to be a convenient one for you to use. When he cries, I turn into the man. No, you've been waiting to jump into them shoes. You've been waiting to jump into these manly shoes.
That's that Memphis.
You just need your excuse to turn into the man. You can't wait. Go ahead, continue playing it.
It depends on what they're crying about. So if they had a death in their family,
if we both cry,
passed,
I get it, family. Oh, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like if something don't go their way, like a cry.
Oh no.
But like if someone die in your family and things like that, then
what if having a bad
and you know, like having a bad, like I just don't be want men to cry because then I don't feel protected.
Stop it right there. I just realized something. K.MICHELLE been choked before. Go ahead, play it. Go ahead.
What?
You know what?
Yeah,
it's no secret.
No, it's
no secret. It's no secret that she's a victim or she's a survivor of domestic violence. It's no secret. But go back to Jeanette's comment, because I mean we can't skip over that because I knew that there was something that there was something that there was a pinpoint. Again, I talked about suppressed memories, Jay Black. She said, Jay Black, you were 5. I remember what Uncle told you. So you may not remember, but there was definitely a defining
Uncle
factor
say,
that
Jeanette,
happened.
What Uncle said.
What is
go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Tell me later what he said.
But there was definitely a defining factor in your life, something that happened, and it may have been a traumatic event that you forgot, or something that happened and you were vulnerable in that moment, and your uncle or whomever, really said, "Hey, boys don't cry." You might have been punched in the chest or yoked up. Stop all that crying. Possibly. Again, you can scare a child or traumatize a child to the point where they do suppress the urge as an adult to cry.
Well, Craig wants to
trauma response.
Craig has a question. He says, does the situation matter? Does that allow you to cry? Case in point, I have a daughter legally blind, has had a transplant and has lost hearing. I cry, been crying and continue to cry as her situation shifts. We're sorry to hear that, Craig. You always in our prayers.
Yes.
Makes me no less of a man. I can avoid conflict at all costs and then can go nuclear on you if needed. And yeah, Craig can.
Well, Craig, I think that's emotional balance. I mean, I think that's emotional balance. I think that there's nothing wrong with what you just said, and I do want to say, prayers out to your family situation. I definitely, Jeanette says, my uncle said, "Man up, men don't cry." See, the classic thing that we ingrain in kids. That is deeply ingrained in our young men.
What?
Boys are not supposed to cry. So no matter what the situation, you got these emotionally unavailable men. And I'm not talking about you, Jay Black, but I'm just saying a lot of men are emotionally unavailable, and hence why a lot of things happen in your relationships. So I again, that no lies detected. K.MICHELLE.
That's her. You gotta respect her opinion, all right, Mo. You have to respect what she believes.
Well,
right?
I understand why she believes that.
I don't have to respect it.
It plays. I understand why she feels that way, and why she looks at men that way. But that comes from her own experiences and dysfunctional experiences.
Put down Paige out there. She sounds really ignorant and immature, and this is why men don't express our feelings.
Unfortunately.
Got it. What's the next one? I think it was Cap. I'm a waterhead, but I don't really cry in front of anybody. Maybe my mom, but rarely a woman. Yep. Got it.
And best believe you have to understand, in order for a man to cry in front of a woman, or anybody really to cry in front of their significant other, especially men, you gotta feel protected or feel that you have the space to do that with that person. Well, a man ain't gonna just cry in front of any and everybody. So I understand why there's a limited amount of women that you've cried in front of.
Well, Lady Q says exactly why I don't let you tell my son not to cry.
We battle over that because I do still say it. No. It's a natural reaction. It's tough enough. What are you doing?
No,
what are you crying for?
No, but why is it not?
It's a natural reaction. It is a natural reaction that I do have. Just being
so what you're doing is, when you tell a child that, you skew what their natural reaction is. You skew and you start to shape and mold it into a negative way. Like, okay, this feeling that I'm feeling, they're already trying to process what this is. So they're feeling what they're feeling, and then here you go telling them that it's not natural.
Well,
you shouldn't be feeling that way.
I agree. Obviously, I agree with Mo. I agree with everybody saying, but this is the dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dilemma. The fake society will tell you a man crying in front of his woman and is acceptable and should be embraced. The real society is there is a stigma to somebody being called soft because they can't handle it. The reality is they are people like K.MICHELLE. She's not by herself.
Absolutely, she's not.
She's not by herself, and there will be people. I'll give you an example. Caleb Williams of the USC Trojans is going to be the #1 pick in the NFL. And during a game in his last season, during the game, they lost, right? And he ran to the stands, hugged his mom, put his head on her shoulder, and began to cry. after all the shit I've said, and I agree with everybody, that to me in football was unacceptable. That to me in football was unacceptable because I know how ruthless an NFL locker room really is. And I know the cavemen that are in an NFL locker room. And I know the first thing that's going to happen when there's a conflict in that locker room, what's going to be said to him. That shit's going to be brought up. And there are certain situations in this life which are unfortunate and I don't agree with. You have to be cold as fuck in order to advance. You have to be stone-hearted in order to advance. And it's unfortunate because I agree with Mo. I agree with everybody saying, look, I'm a crier. But unfortunately, there are situations in this life that as much as people front like it's okay, I know you're going to look at me different. I know football players are going to look at him different. I know people are going to look at me different in certain situations. If I am so angry that the first thing I break down is because I'm not crying because I'm sad.
Yeah, people cry.
Yeah, people cry. I cry when I'm angry.
I'm crying because I'm overwhelmed because I don't want to go to jail. I know I can't handle this the way I want to handle it because the emotions are exploding. So you start crying.
Well, Kevin Kev cried too. Look,
well, crying is an emotional response.
Read when Kevin Kev cried.
Shout out to Kevin Kev. I cried when me and my wife traveled to Greece. Was it because it was such an accomplishment?
Amen.
When I accomplished something, let me tell you something. I either cry when I'm really, really sad, overwhelmed, or drunk, or I'm incredibly happy. That's just, when I'm incredibly happy, when something makes me like so happy, like maybe going to
feel that though. Like I don't even feel
crying is a relief.
Like to me, my euphoria goes like, wow, we did it. Like we literally
tears of joy.
It happened. Like it happened.
Tears are only like I said, it's an emotional response. It doesn't have to be negative. Tears are an emotional release. It's an emotional response to some type of stimuli. It doesn't always have to be a negative or traumatic event that you're crying.
It's facts. First time I had sex with Teresa, I cried like a baby. I couldn't believe that this actually happened.
It was overwhelming for you.
It was overwhelming. I couldn't believe the amazing. What's suppressed now comes out later from Marcus. I can't imagine it will manifest itself in a positive way. To me, crying is a release. Absolutely.
Yes, Marcus.
Cap says, I was taught don't cry because I need to be built for the environment that I was living in. And unfortunately, I don't know the environment you were living in, but I can, if I take a wild guess, they weren't embracing dudes crying.
Now let me say this. There are some caveats to this. There's some concessions. If you locked up, I implore you.
Not to cry.
Don't cry. Cry into your pillow if you must.
Inner cry. Show you have your inner cry going on.
Inner cry. Don't even let the eyes. So I'm sorry. It's not an absolute statement. Okay.
Is that? But that's
situational awareness. Okay.
To this crying business.
That's the realest shit in the world. You locked up and you sitting there and you feel like you done ruined your entire life and you want to cry and you can't. Like you just gotta get angry at the world. Then you just gotta be angry. Crying is like a screaming release. Release it and you feel much better. Just not in county. Just not in jail, not in prison, just not there. Yes, tears of joy, like when your baby is born. Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
I definitely cry when I'm overwhelmed. Don Pate says, I need to let the pressure out some way. Yeah, facts on fact. People cry at the eclipse the other day. Yeah, I guess they did. People cry meeting other people. Yeah, celebrities. Facts, which I've never understood.
Yeah.
People cry over movies. Movies get me every time. When Iron Man died, oh man. Oh, that was tough when Iron Man died. Yeah. When's the last time you cried, Jay Black? That wasn't a death. Oh, they got questions now.
I haven't. I'm being honest.
No,
my wife always was curious about that, but yeah, I haven't.
But we found the starting point of, or at least we pinpointed the age range and what was said to you.
There you go, Queen Boy. All right.
That's the last time you cried. You just cried.
You cried.
But I think that's, J Black, I always say this to you whenever we bring up men crying. I always say to you that is something that you do want to look into and explore when you're ready, because you want to find out, is it that you're just continuously suppressing the emotion because somebody told you it was the wrong thing to do?
I don't feel the need or the urge, to be honest. It's not like a feeling of, like Mike was saying, the joy, like, oh my God, I'm going to cry in this moment. Like, I don't, it doesn't come over me. It's like, I could be happy.
Do you even know what that feeling?
Crying.
Do you even remember what that feeling feels like? Because
but
you suppressed.
We're not gonna go too deep in it. I know you try to do the therapy thing into the brain.
Ready. I said whenever you're ready.
Yo, some people don't know how to cook. They just don't know how to cook.
Yeah,
some people
put a cookbook in front of them and they still can't.
I don't get the. Don't you? When you get into a kitchen, don't you get that feeling to create? No, I don't. I don't get a feeling. I don't get the. I just, if you would like to cook something, I'm down to eat. I get a feeling of eating. I don't get a feeling of creating anything like at all. Craig said, depends on the situation. Yes. I didn't cry until 7 months after my mom passed. I had to hold the entire family together, deal with everything one day while taking my brother. I just broke down. Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
There was something else. We were talking about the crying.
I know, Lady Q, but I didn't want to press the button.
I mean, but if you're not, I guess sometimes if you're not capable, we're all capable. No, we're all capable. But if you've never actually, he don't even know what the feeling of feeling like crying is if he hasn't. That emotion has been numbed forever. Like that's not an option. Mm-hmm. So it's not an option. It's not an option. What was the comment about Oliver McCall? I always see a boxing comment.
Rest in peace to Juice.
Yo, Mike, you remember the boxer Oliver that cried before? Yes, and he cried in the match. He and Lennox Lewis was punching him in the face, and he wouldn't punch back.
I remember that. He just kept taking it. And
he just had a breakdown.
Yeah, he did. Wow.
All right. Speaking of crying, y'all, OJ died.
Not OJ.
Yes.
Not the juice. As Pepper said, the juice.
And Black Twitter, damn you, because y'all don't disappoint. They already got the memes up.
No, the
with
disrespect.
The disrespect has been disrespecting. Okay. They got the memes up with they done turned the white Bronco into a white Bronco hearse. All kinds of things. And I'm just like, you know what? The internet is relentless.
See, for me with OJ, I don't even consider it disrespect. Because that was something I consider it disrespect when it didn't happen when he was alive. This ain't disrespect. This is being consistent. Now, Caitlyn Jenner, they lit her on fire when she was like, good riddance. They were like, bitch, didn't you kill somebody?
Wait, who did Caitlyn kill?
In a car accident? And got away with it?
Oh.
Yeah. And of course, Ron Feldman, that family feels like they've even issued a statement saying that they feel like justice will now never be served because they said he got the easy way out. So there's been a lot of people, putting up different comments.
Hold up, Lady Q. Put Lady Q's comment up here. And this is why I had to slow down with social media. Lady Q, you ain't never lied. You cry every day watching TikTok. I'm telling you, as you're scrolling, TikTok will make you cry, will make you laugh, will make you inspired, will make you giggle, and then you will cry again. It is an emotional roller coaster.
Don't forget the anger. Don't forget the anger.
It will make you mad. It will make you horny. It will make you insecure. Dog. It is the most. That roller coaster, Jay crying is not a sign of weakness.
Yes. The men in the chat, tell them, yes.
No, I said I'm with.
Good morning, Rashida.
Good morning, Rashida.
But that's social media. But back to OJ, I just want to say, OJ is literally, you can fight it if you want to fight it. He's one of the most iconic figures ever.
Yes.
In entertainment and sports. And it's just crazy how he started off like Jay-Z has the perfect line. I ain't black, I'm OJ. That is probably the greatest line that Jay-Z ever said to put one person's life in perspective. Like, and it was so crazy when he was playing football at USC. He was one of the greatest running backs ever. He came to the NFL, was one of the greatest running backs ever. Black people had him. Black people had him. He was an athlete. Then when he became an announcer, then he became a movie star, then he became a TV star, white people took him. And he was with white people. Then he gets charged with double murder, and they gave him right back to black people. It's the weirdest concept that at the end of the day, OJ was still accepted. OJ was still accepted by, he was on Cam and Mesa's show. He was still accepted by everybody. I don't know if that's bad or good, because I honestly don't know if he did it. You can don't shoot the messenger.
Read what Craig said.
And if you remember the social climate around the time of the trial, you could hear, if you could step outside your house and hear people just roaring and pray, kneeling down to their knees and being thankful that he got off.
And Craig says, let me take a stab at this. I never I never believe he did it. I do believe his son did it. However, we'll never know. No, we'll never know. And let's be clear. I don't know if he did it, but I know that jurors came out afterwards and have been interviewed 15 years since then and said, did you call him not guilty for the payback of Rodney King? And they were like, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to remember the political and social climate at that time.
When he was announced not guilty, one of the jurors stood up and put the black fist up. The same way the Olympians did back in the 60s. I'm sorry, I forget the two gentlemen's name who did it.
Yes.
I don't do conspiracy theories, but I always thought OJ's son had something. I don't think OJ's son had shit to do with it.
Wasn't he like young at that point? We talking about
I believe that there's not a conspiracy. I believe there's a story outside this story, and there's a story inside this story that we're never gonna know because there are too many people who could be involved with this shit.
There was one comment that said that because while OJ was in hospice, he should have written out some type of this is what really happened, and left it behind, because like you said, the real deal Holyfield story ends when the person expires.
And the crazy thing about situations like that, and people gonna look at me nuts, OJ himself may not have the whole story on what happened. He may not know all the angles on what happened. All he knows is I got charged with this and I got to beat this. Did he physically abuse her? He absolutely did. That's why I can't call any disrespect. Did he go upside her head? He absolutely did. Like we know that for a fact. OJ's son hated Nicole because OJ divorced his mom for her. I get it, Craig. I understand it. I just don't believe OJ's son had the wherewithal to be able to one night do it and OJ turn into damn Scandal and be able to put together a situation where we could hide all the clothes and we could get him all the way out of here.
So you feel like the crime had like multiple layers to it.
It's
like
so
even if it was,
layers.
Even if it wasn't OJ, there was like multiple layers to it.
There's so many angles on why it could have happened. Who had reason to do it?
Well, criminally, he was found acquitted. Criminally,
and then they got him later.
They got him on the civil, civilly.
No, they put him in jail.
You talking about Philip stealing his ring? He's getting his trophies back.
His stuff when he went to steal
them. 100 years.
Trophies back.
The theft.
And even the victims in that situation spoke out, saying that he was going to be missed. I was like, that's really odd and weird and crazy. But they spoke out and said, hey, OJ is really going to be missed from here.
It's just weird, all the disrespect and people talking trash after this man moved on. Usually you hear all the positives. You focus on the football career. It's so many negative stories.
Just been
and
negative.
It's like, dang.
Well, what did you expect? Like, why is anybody shocked? He was catching his disrespect when he was alive. I got interviews.
But what about the respect for the dead? I guess
I always, you know what, Mo, and I don't want to veer off. I always have the respect for the dead. If you didn't respect the motherfucker when they were alive, don't give me the respect when they stop breathing. Like, don't give me the respect when people stop breathing. Hey, you can't say that. He's passed away.
But in person, he was loved. Well, I know I ran into him twice. We ran into him once in Philly, Mike. remember we saw him at the
Jay, you're bugging. We hosted a club with him All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That one.
Yeah,
I knew it was one time in LA and then it was the one time in Philly. Yo, OJ, like people loved OJ. It's like an aura. Like you gravitate to that man. He was well loved in his face.
Him and Shaq.
It wasn't Shaq. Yeah, I remember.
Him and we were hosting a club All-Star Weekend. Mo was there. Him, Shaq, and OJ, and it was still white girls taking pictures with him sitting on his lap.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
OJ.
The phenomenon, the juice.
He's
the
not
juice
black.
never lost it.
He's OJ.
He's
not black. He's not black. Oh, Jay-Z pinned the greatest word phrase. He's not black. He's OJ. Exactly, Mike. All that blood, and they only found one speck of blood in the vehicle. Listen, if they never put Mark Furman on the stand, he goes to jail.
They wouldn't have the racial angle. Is what
if they never put Mark Furman on the stand,
cop angle.
That just shows you how bad the prosecutors were compared to how
good Johnny Cochran was,
and how much money when you buy the dream team. When you buy the dream team, this
Cochran,
is what you get.
Kardashian, and I forgot the one guy. He came to I got pictures with him. Matter of fact, he came to our school.
It starts with a G. A white man with the gray hair.
Dark skin, black.
No, there's a white guy too. Bailey.
Yes.
He's something Bailey.
Yes.
This is off topic. All right, Rashida, this is off topic. Is there anyone that wants to go on the dating show Ready to Love that lives in Philly or Jersey, Delaware? I'm helping to cast Finding the Men is crazy. Age. I would be on it, but I'm 53. Can't be more than 1 hour from Philly. Inbox me. If you can finagle my age, I'm on.
Yeah, by a couple years. Maybe 2 years off, right?
I'm on.
Yeah. Just go and slide in there.
They all lie anyway.
Finagle.
Let's get Mike on there. Let's find Mike.
I'll get the beard. Dyed, and we'll be all in. I'm in. I'm in.
I still like OJ.
Say I still like OJ. They people don't give a damn.
Yeah.
It's the same way. It's the same way people like Trump.
If I did it, actually, I remember that book. If I did it.
Trump and OJ have a lot in common, not politically, but they have a lot in common on no matter what they do. Like they still have this thing to pull people in. Exactly, Mike. If this man or woman was a creep in life, we're not going to be have a eulogy of greatness. Nope. Speak the truth about this person. Death doesn't give them a pass.
So excluding the alleged double murder, was there something like that relationship? Excluding that, was he still a villain? He was still hated?
Oh, he beat up on his wife.
No, I said excluding that relationship.
But that didn't come out until the death, the murder. So before then, he was still an icon in the black community.
Murder.
Yeah. He was, I forgot Jay Black. He was still an icon, right? Because he was never convicted. But he was an icon before that. Before all of those tapes and all of those things were revealed to the public on the news, he was an icon.
Was Mark the goofy friend that lived in? No, Mark wasn't a goofy friend. It was what's his name? The white boy that lived in the pool house.
Not Tonto, whatever his name is.
No, what the hell is his name? I believe
Cato. Was it Cato?
Yeah, my show business age is 46.
Yeah, Rashida said okay. She's gonna ask to see if they.
Comedian Michael Sean is 46. So just let me do the math. Cato, yes. Mike, do it. I watch every. I'm in. I'm there. You make it happen, Rashida. I'm in. Y'all say Rob Shapiro.
Yeah, that's what I said. He had. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike. People hide whole relationships. Like I don't have a relationship to hide. But you're right. You can get away with a couple of years.
Yeah. Everyone does it.
2 years ain't nothing.
Everybody lies about their age.
I'm not gonna lie about the kids. I mean, I'm gonna have to say I got kids. I can't put that. Yeah,
but you have young,
dating
young
with
adults
3 kids at 50.
No, he has young adults in the making, so it's not like he got little babies.
That's still a lot more responsibility.
Oh boy,
that lessens your pool. If we being honest, Mo, that lessens your pool. When the older, I don't know.
Now, Jay Black, if they was babies and still in diapers and formula, then I would say, yeah, you know what, settle down.
You get
Simba.
the OJ son effect where I don't want you with my pop.
Dude, don't nobody care. Don't nobody care once they see this.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Ain't nobody gonna care after they see that. Ain't nobody gonna care after they see me do that dance. It was a man on there with 6 and women loved him. I got 3.
Future got 9 and he's still his DM is still full. So what say ye?
That would be perfect in the way my life is going. That I find the love of my life on the show that's bogus because I done lied on it to get on the bitch. That would be that is the perfect symbolism metaphor for my life right there. And so you asked Jay about OJ and stuff like that. So let me just reveal this real quick.
Oh man.
I just want to put this out there. And I have an explanation for this. Jay has seen this before, Mo has seen this before, but our audience hasn't. So before the rumors start, y'all not going to Meek Mill me. Just going to put this. Listen, man, there was nothing. I never went to a Diddy party.
I got other pictures with you and Diddy. I got other ones too. You got several.
I never went to a Diddy party.
As soon as the stuff about Diddy came out, I put all my Diddy pictures to the back of the drawer.
I'm not on any tapes. I was never in a mansion party, any of his houses. He never sang happy birthday to me.
I got one where he was hugging you, Mike. He was hugging you. I swear. I got one where he was hugging you. Was in yes. You know, don't let me start looking for pictures.
That was during your clear face, no beard.
That's kind of odd how they hugging like that. I swear I thought that was like, that's kind of odd.
You was in them parties, Mike.
I want to make it clear.
You was in them freak offs, Mike.
I want to make it clear. I was never invited. I never got an invite. I was never groomed. Nobody ever whispered. What's his name? Bentley, whatever his damn name is, never came to me.
Bentley.
Farnsworth never said nothing to me.
Mike, where was your right hand, please? Let's see. I don't know.
My right hand, I don't know. I don't know, my dude. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know. It was just
I don't know. We did get a lot of free Sean John stuff for a minute.
He did. Queen Born say we was getting Sean John.
We was getting a lot of free Sean John gear at one point.
Now I get it. Well, that's why. And he did admit to going to a party. Queen Born was right. I do remember that.
That was a party when I was working at Hot 97. That was at a club. Yeah, I'm
gonna find that picture when he hugged. When y'all
I have the pictures from back when he was at the Beat in Philly.
Well, it's a lot.
I just want to put that out there.
Footage. I don't know.
I never met Cassie. I've never. That was it. Don Page, leave me alone. That's why I'm putting it out there in my safe space where I can control this narrative. The free Sean John was not something that I created.
We had black boxes.
It was because of you. Every month we were getting boxes, but it was because of Mike.
Not just the cheap T-shirts. It was some velour sweatsuits in there.
It's all making sense.
The matching set.
Dog, I ain't even see it. I ain't even see it till now.
Y'all are not gonna Meek Mill the boy. Wow. No, you're not.
Wow.
I wanted to let the words take that no longer have the same meaning. Oh, the words take that have no longer the same meaning.
That's Mike. Dog, I ain't even
That's not Mike. I've never been anywhere alone with P. Diddy. Ever.
You said alone. Well, the freak offs weren't alone. His freak offs, he had a couple of people in there, Mike.
No, I did not do a Robin Thicke in the picture. For those who don't know, Robin Thicke had a lawsuit that they were doing a closed shoot for Blurred Lines, and him and the model were next to each other, and Robin Thicke grabbed the ass, and Robin Thicke was kicked off his own video set. Was kicked off and told to apologize. So
that shook up him and Paula Patton's marriage.
Paula Patton. Mm-hmm. Oh, Mike partied part with the no, I did not. Why are you betraying me right now? Why is the community betraying me?
He was sacrificing his John gear. Well, thanks, Mike. I guess I appreciate it. I guess. Wow. Wow. But no, that other picture when he was hugging you, it looks suspect. Like I really gotta find it now. I got another one.
I don't even remember these pictures.
We were in Jersey. It was backstage. We were backstage. I remember it was at a South Jersey concert. I remember Freeway.
Oh, and he was with Cassie that day.
I remember that day.
The Bentley was outside. The Bentley was outside.
Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of odd. But all right.
Right. Did you go to? No, I didn't go to the party, Don Page. I did not.
That's what Meek Mill said. He said he ain't go to no parties either.
I did not go. No, he went to the parties. He dressed. Him and Diddy had the same outfit on. Like, how he gonna say he didn't go to?
No freak offs. He said anybody who know him know that he don't mess around with no coke, and that he's so thorough. Don't nobody even ask him if he want no coke.
That's where it came from, Queen Boy. It all started there. The church of anybody can get it. And Mike took it. He took them words literally.
No, that please, y'all don't. Wow. I'm trying to share with y'all so we can. I was gonna say
in your defense, in your defense, Mike. You know, in the papers, it says that he liked big dark mandingo.
Right.
So maybe you didn't fit the profile. Now that I'm thinking about it. That's
a diss at the same time, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Mama named him Puff. I'm gonna call him Poof. Okay, Poof, Puff. Okay, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Listen, man. I just wanted to put that out there, just so
now
y'all.
The Ciroc vodka is it's so much. It's coming so clear.
Wasn't me getting the Ciroc. I wasn't getting the Ciroc.
We was getting a lot of free stuff from Diddy camp. Now that I think about it, you're right, J Black.
So I guess that picture makes this dance look a little different now.
If you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
I guess that makes that look a lot different now.
Is that a Sean John hoodie?
No, that's not a Sean John hoodie. No. I didn't even like that hoodie. That was a bad morning. I didn't even like that hoodie.
You laughing at Don. What Don say?
They did say there are a few passes at the party. I was
not.
Oh, y'all funny.
Y'all motherfuckers are horrible people. See, I try and share, and I try and let y'all know the truth before it gets spun.
That is something I would have
spun into something bad.
Back there. I would not have shared that in this climate right now.
Because you pause, Mike. I'll take that. Listen, y'all. All right, we get to take that references.
Don't get mad.
We had to change the intro and everything.
We hit to take that. Cassie's gonna have an undisclosed comedian, formerly Miss Jones in the morning. No, listen, man. Look, Mike got a Sean John boxes on, right? I don't at all. All right, Jay, you got anything? You want to rock with? Or we?
It's whatever. I can go. You can keep going.
I did send you some stuff.
Oh, I didn't get to download it. Let me see if I can send that to Jay. I didn't get the.
Mo, did you believe that Joyner Lucas really dated Ashanti, or was he just cat? Like I didn't.
No, I do. So I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, I dated Ashanti.
So, and let me say this, because I've been a big fan of Joyner Lucas for a couple of years now, and so a lot of people who saw the interview with Jason Lee were like, oh my God, I can't believe, because he's extremely private. You never hear about who he's dating, who he messing with. Like he moves like a real man. All right, he keeps his mouth shut about what goes in his mouth, and I'm good with that. Ooh. But when he talked about Ashanti, the way he talked about her, he was very intentional about how he chose his words. And I don't think it had anything to do with Nelly, because people was like, yeah, because Nelly would go in his mouth. No, I don't think it had anything to do with Nelly. The way he talked about her was so eloquent and respectful. And he had that twinkle in his eye. That if she gave me another chance at this point in my life, I would, dodge, jump over the moon to get to it. I think that he really would.
Why are we? I didn't see the interview.
I don't think that it was pillow. I did. I think it was pillow talking. I think he was very careful about what he shared. All he did was say he dated her. Jason Lee asked, hey, how was she? Did you love her? He took a pause. He said, yeah, I did love her. She's an easy person to fall in love with. She's just a great person.
Guys don't usually do that though, right, Mike? Guys don't talk about exes.
Listen,
but he didn't in a way. It wasn't. He didn't. The way he put it, it wasn't like he was giving tea. It was just more like, yeah, okay, I did date her in the past, and I'm happy for her because she wanted, she wanted kids. The things that he said wasn't no secret.
I'm about to go on an interview tour about Eve, my high school days. Like,
we're not going to do that.
Like, what are we doing?
We're not going to do that because me and Lady Q going to both beat you up. But
if you don't need the money, if you don't need the money, if you don't need the money and your career is solid, why would you even do an interview with Jason Lee? Because you know you're going to have to answer questions.
Messy.
The dude does his research. You can say whatever you want about him. The dude knows the ins and outs of every suspected situation that happened, that could have happened, and he got receipts on it. If your career is solid and everything is going well, going on Jason Lee means I have to expose something or somebody. No matter how respectful I may do it, I have to expose something or somebody or something about myself.
But it wasn't a really big secret. I think that people who didn't know Joyner Lucas or who didn't follow him, because everybody's like just catching on his wave. But he's been out for a long, long time. He was on tour with Nas, like he did stuff with Nas, he did stuff with a lot of like, you know, top tier artists. So I think that people are just catching on because one, it's on social media. It's very rare that he even talks about his relationships, but there's pictures out there where he was, you know, her rubbing in his hair and, you know, him rubbing in her, like there's pictures out there with them together. So it's no secret.
I think it's a little part right here. He mentions on here.
How was that? It was dope. She's a really dope person. She really is. No, she's sweet. She's an amazing person. So how did that happen? Because you both are so private. She doesn't post about guys she's dated, other than of course Nelly now, and you don't post about the women that you date. Did the internet catch you guys? I mean, there were photos of her rubbing your hair, or you rubbing her hair. You guys show a little affection.
Because see, they don't believe it, Mike. See, a lot of people don't believe that it really happened.
Why?
I don't know. Some people don't believe it. Like he's lying. The way he was
if you watch the entire interview, you will see that he was very choosy about his words. And I can definitely relate to that because people will be like, why are you pausing? No, because I'm being careful about what I say. But he went into depth more into the interview, and you have to watch it. He went into depth about how, you know, they talked about while they were together, they did talk about kids. They talk about, you know, the general things you talk about when you're in a meaningful relationship with somebody. But he said he wasn't at the point in his life where he was ready for the things that he knows she deserved. So that's why the relationship kind of dissipated. And I respect that. Like, he didn't waste her time. He didn't keep her in the tuck because she was Ashanti. You know, he let her go and flourish. And look where it's gotten her. You know, she's back with Nelly, the love of her life, and, you know, finna have a baby.
Sometimes I wonder, what up, Claude? My cousin's in there. Sometimes I wonder, because people, and this is not on Joyner Lucas. This is not about him. So don't think I'm talking about it. I always wonder, I was in so many situations where I was a fly on the wall, and I wonder, how messy should I really fucking be? Like, I was around some people who were doing, but to me, if I was there, then I was part of whatever problem I'm about to cause. Even if I ain't doing nothing, I was co-signing. There's so many times I was a fly on the wall, like, wow. I'm talking about
minding your business.
I was minding my business saying, wow, that person is in that person's face and they look like something's going on. And I know that person is married to this person who I know knows that person.
Right.
God, sometimes I wish I was built for that. I'm just not built for that. The Tasha K's of the world, God bless you. I'm just not, I'm not built. I'm not Marine. Damn, I ain't know about this. And I followed Joyner for years. Yeah, I follow Luke. He's dope.
But he's one of those artists that's not really like out there with his business.
And God bless him.
I respect how he moves. Yeah.
God bless him, because Ashanti would have had to break up with me. Yeah, dude.
Just go watch the interview. I think that you'll get more context to that, though.
Ashley said her tummy was pretty big at the Apollo. Well, is it not supposed to be big, Ashley?
Yeah,
what is
he dropped the time. Well, she hasn't formally. Well, technically, she hasn't formally come out and said, I am pregnant and I am due on such and such date. But of course we all know. Yeah. And a lot of other artists are confirming it and
3X
saying, I'm
Jersey
so
didn't tell
happy
you
for
anything.
her.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of these 3 squares, now that I think about this, these 3 squares.
Oh boy.
Could we actually survive being famous? If
Well,
you
we
think
always
about,
said if we did MTV behind the beef or something like that on us, it would.
I don't think my career could
What
survive being
level
famous.
of, like, when you say, like, is levels to this? Like, what level? You talking like reality star?
No, I'm talking about if they mention your name, if a Shade Room or anybody mentions your name, they don't give a damn what it is. They know millions of engagements are gonna happen. I'm talking about you famous. There's no way I can survive.
I've only been on the Shade Room one time, thank God. And it was for something good. But I think that you either gotta go hard and be like, yup, that was me, or you just gotta wait it out and wait until somebody else becomes another news cycle.
It's hard because the comments are so vicious. Did you see Claudia Jordan posted she's 50, 60, or last days in the 50s or something to her body, and they're coming at her, and she's responding back to all these. I'm like, Claudia Jordan, you don't have to respond to these people.
That's why I said it's like no in between.
Is the gift and the curse when it comes to that? Like, people know you got to deal with that, but there's a lot of negative heat, and you feel compelled.
They drug her when she was on couple therapy. Like, they drug her for dear life when she was on there. And I'm like, dang, people come on these, are on these platforms and they behind their computer. And I'll be sometimes like, I wonder what your life look like.
All y'all in the comments, could you really survive the dirt that's in your past? Could you really survive being famous? Like, Claudia Jordan is a friend. We rock with Claudia Jordan. But Claudia Jordan type of famous is, she does have to take time out to engage, because that's part of the allure of being she has to go back and forth. I'm talking about, could you really survive being Will Smith? Like, all the stuff that's it, I don't know.
And not break.
I disappear. I would
disappear for a little bit. Yeah, some people they disappear. You gotta lay low for a minute.
Reem said what?
Reem is terrible.
Reem said, Ashanti would have gotten tired of him because I ain't that mature. I'd waste all her time on some selfish. I would. I ain't gonna lie. I would just follow her.
Would have had to get rid of me.
She wouldn't have been attracted to me because I'm the type that would just follow her. I would just want to be a part of the life. I'm like, all right, go ahead, girl, go ahead. I'd be a cheerleader, and I might cry. It'd be horrible. I could never be famous. I'd be canceled in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. A heartbeat. Could you really handle what goes along? And could your family handle the stuff that they don't know about you?
I would have to tell my family, look, don't watch. Just keep cashing the checks. But don't watch.
A lot of people don't think they got that dirt, though. Because like you said, thinking about, like, do I really have dirt? Like, that's what people will pull up dirt. They'll find stuff that you don't even know about. That you forgot about.
Them $2 Tuesdays were hit or miss. Those adrenaline. Those nights were hit or miss. So you never know what who are you when you wake up. You may have or you may have not. And so and again, the memory is a funny thing. The mind is a funny thing. You suppress a lot of things.
I don't understand what, like, she's 50. I don't get what, but you know what?
She looks good. She looks amazing. I think she looks good.
They all saying she had lipo and this and that, and she's clapping back.
So what if she did? Like, come on. The
woman, since I've known her, since before you guys knew her, she was always running 3 miles.
She looks amazing.
She was always running 3 miles. She was a track star. That's what she did. Like, I don't understand. I don't get the.
But 51.
But you know what I do get? It's no matter what you put on social media. If you're a celebrity, if you give people 2 minutes to dissect what you just posted, they can find a negative about it.
Right.
You can post, I love everybody. I love everybody. That's it. I believe in God. and God, and through God, I love everybody. And you give them 3 minutes and they will turn into, so does that mean you love pedophiles? Does that mean you love domestic violence attackers? Does that mean you love, it don't matter what you post. Like when you post a picture and you don't shut the comments off, I don't know what to say. Because every dude that is criticizing, every dude that has a, no, I'm not even gonna say dudes, women. Most of y'all would be in a relationship with her if she hollered at you.
Yeah. Hey, Claudia.
Most of y'all would be holding her hand in a park.
Right.
Talking about, I love you too, boo. I love you too. I don't know what's wrong with that picture. Wait, I wouldn't. Jesus.
She looks amazing to me.
I don't know.
Especially in this climate of the BBLs and all of these things. I think that she looks good. Her body looks natural, dope. I think she's aging gracefully.
She looks like the person.
I think she can get, her body can give some of these 30-year-old 30-ishes run for their money. I think her body looks dope.
And I don't know what y'all want anymore. Oh damn, I left y'all. Shit. Wait a second.
Yeah, I mean, she's unlocked the unbig. I mean, not that her back has ever been big, but maybe some of these, women who are trying to unbig their back before June.
Their back.
Maybe y'all can hit her up and ask her how she keep her back little. I don't know.
And why did Charlamagne get so? I don't know if y'all were on. Why did Charlamagne get so much trouble with that comment?
Like, I'm big in your back.
The big back girl, the big back at like.
Well, if you've ever had a big back, my ladies know what I'm talking about. It's very hard to unbig your back, and and so when somebody call you a big back bitch, that is very insulting. It's very insulting. Especially to the people who are sensitive and trying really hard to unbig their back. If you had a big back all your life, and you've been in the struggle all your life, it's hard. It's hard.
Big back.
Wait, I understand it's insulting, but I also understand that 15 years ago, nobody was trying to get somebody to apologize on a syndicated radio show in over 150 cities for saying big back, and he didn't say bitch.
Yeah, it's a community. But yeah, it's a community, and so here you're talking about your body shaming is basically what it boils down to, and this is a culture where you can't body shame people. You got, you'll get canceled.
If you are.
Nobody.
Shout out to all my big back bitches. Ain't no shame.
And they're big and proud. They want
big and proud. Ain't no shame.
This men
out there who love that big back, who gonna rub lotion on that big back this summer. Girl.
They will.
Don't think too hard.
But this body shaming thing gets me like, we know what it is. We know what body shape you are.
Yes.
We know what body shape me is. And
yes.
You know what body shape you are. But what I'm supposed to do is I'm not supposed to acknowledge it in any form other than hey, yeah, you're good. As a dude with a belly, it's very hard to unbig your front. Dog.
But big fronts are acceptable for women. Women like a little belly. Like, women ain't dying over these 6-packs no more. They like a little extra stuff. Listen, give me something fluffy. I like a fluffy man. No. But I'm telling you, it's not acceptable for women. So you're talking about society where women have to look a certain way. You got social media where, you got this Instagram model type body that everybody is supposed to fit into. And if you don't, then, you get talked about, you get dragged.
But this shit ain't new. It ain't new. These body types ain't new. It's just and it's killing me now. Like Mo just shot me in the chest. She said, "No, we want something now. We want something." Now I've been working out all these. You're telling me I could have just literally I could have just stayed. I could have stayed him. Ignore the ditty part. Ignore the ditty part.
Give me a man with some nice teeth who smell good and got a little fluff.
But like Claude is saying, like those public comments, they are intense. Yes, like everybody's not built for that. Somebody body shame you, you can really take it to heart and do bodily harm to yourself. You can go out and so that's why the body shaming is a big deal, Mike. So people
but they pick
especially on social media.
But they pick and choose what intensity they'll deal with and not deal with it. If you say a dude ain't shit, that's intense. If you say a dude ain't shit and you say he's a bad dad, that's intense. But nobody gets
societal
canceled.
norm.
But nobody
gets
gets canceled for that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gets canceled saying that he don't even check on his kids. He deadbeat dad, and you must have some trauma in your life. Like what?
That's a societal norm, though. But when you body shame, when you're talking about body shaming and talking about a group or a community of people, that's different. And especially when you're doing it to women, because women seem to be the most targeted when it comes to, I just said,
no, I'm saying,
women
what about men?
Yeah, because women seem to be the most targeted, and society accepts men when they're big, they're burly, and that means they're manly, right? The bigger the man, the stronger or perceivably stronger that they are.
Yeah, but
not true for a woman.
But y'all can financially shame a man. Like you can financially shame a man.
Favor ain't fair, Michael Sean. Favor ain't fair. There's no equal.
I see what you're saying, Mike. They pick and choose what lane. The depression is real in so many categories, Mo. It's so many. How do you pick and choose? With this category, you can be right. We can clown you on this, but we can't clown you on that.
I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules.
We can destroy Nick Cannon for having all those kids on a daily, and everybody's like, yeah, you're right. But those are still his kids, right? He probably, those are still, no matter how many they are, those are still his kids. So why is it okay for y'all to hammer? But then, when the Lizzo thing happens, then people feel like, oh, that is wrong. That is wrong.
Shouldn't say that.
So I'm sorry.
And Mo, the farming movie homework, give me a 0.1. Tapped out. Couldn't do it after. Oh, that's right. She did give us homework. I didn't watch the farming either. Men, do y'all mind a little fluff? No, I don't mind a little fluff. I don't mind a little fluff.
LaShawn said you don't want her with a bit.
But let's be clear. Keep LaShawn's thing on there. Let's be clear.
I don't mean fat and sloppy and nasty.
My definition of fluff might be different than another person's definition.
Because I knew you was going there. You not talking about sloppy and nasty, unkept. You ain't talking about that. You talking about a little. Men like a little. From what I've been told, men like jiggle. They like a little something that they can hold on to around the waistline.
Let's go, LaShawn. Now
we talking. They like a woman.
Now we talking. LaShawn said, "I'll pass on the big belly." That's what a fuck. You don't want me to have a big belly, then you shouldn't have a big belly, LaShawn. That's what I'm talking. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, what you don't fucking like. And let me tell y'all women something. Let me tell y'all. Okay, now it's Friday. Let's go. Let me tell y'all something. This thing, there's somebody who's gonna hit this. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, there is. And I'd probably hit it. It doesn't mean I like it. It doesn't mean I like it. It doesn't mean I was attracted to it. It doesn't mean when you walk by the bed, I'm like, can't wait to do that. K.MICHELLE mostly shame men.
Yes, she did. I agree.
She said we can't cry.
No lies detected. I agree with you on that.
We can't cry, but you can walk around with a sweaty neck, huffing and puffing while you walk to the bathroom. But that's body shaming. If I say that, says I turned it off after the pig scene. There's a pig scene. Okay.
If you can get past the pig scene, which is very, very, I get it. Or fast forward past the pig scene. It's a watch because it was a true story.
And I'm staying on
something that happened. I'm sorry.
And I'm staying on this in this relationship shit. I'm staying on this. And I've asked y'all this before. How much weight gain is too much weight gain to the person in the relationship can actually address it?
You can never get. Wait, you said for women or for a man?
Yeah, wait a minute, Mike. Because I know I gained a good 35 pounds since I've been with my fiance.
Okay, so when can it be addressed? Claude said 100 pounds. Because you ain't even the same person no more. I'm gonna change your name at that point. I'm gonna change your name if you gain 100 pounds.
See what we got to go
and
through.
Please don't tell me about your thyroids. Please listen.
It's a medical condition, Mike.
Don't tell me about a medical condition.
I'm getting a doctor note right now.
I just want to know, Mo, answer the question. When
Mo, that's a good
is
one.
the weight gain where I can address it and say, yo, what are we doing?
I think that weight gain should be addressed when there are health risk issues at play. When you want the best for your mate, you're not going to stand idly by and watch them do something that can cause them to shorten their lifespan, right? Or cause other health problems. You're not going to do that. But it is also the way that you do it. And whether it's a man or a woman, it's the way that you do it. You don't wake up and roll over and be like, if you don't get your fat ass leg off of me, or your leg getting real
Ain't nobody say that. Ain't nobody say that.
A person was detected.
Or get into an argument and you start shouting bodily obscenities. That ain't the way to go. You sure you want to eat that whole piece of cheesecake? You sure you want to eat that Wingstop this late? Those are not the things you're supposed to say.
Wait a second. This. Ooh, and I've never done this. So I want to preface it. I've never done this. But ain't nothing more irritating than we know, for lack of a better term, the elephant in the room is that there's been an added 50 pounds and you eating a piece of cheesecake at 11 o'clock at night, and there's nothing more irritating. Because, and this is why I tell y'all this, because if I got a bottle of vodka at 11 o'clock at night sitting next to my bedstand, you got a whole problem with it. Because you don't like who I am when the alcohol is in my system. Well, I no longer am attracted to you naked. I never said that.
No, you don't have to say it. But I think any woman that pays attention to her mate knows when he's no longer physically attracted to her.
Do y'all really?
If you pay attention, you do. If you pay attention, you do. And then, and then at the end of the day, we all look at ourselves in the mirror naked, right? We all, I do. I walk past several mirrors in my house. So I know if something is off kilter. I know if something is a little bit more fluffier than it was 2 months ago. And so I would say to you, look at yourself and say, like, yeah, I love myself, but is this something that's desirable for my mate? Like, do I need to get back on my grind so that I keep it sexy for him, just like he keep it sexy for me? Like, should I keep myself up? Like, yeah, you have to do self checks.
And let's be clear, fellas.
And if he tell you to put that cheesecake down because you done gained 50 pounds and it's 11 o'clock at night and you in the bed dropping crumbs and smacking, yeah, you need to reevaluate your decisions too.
You watching that? We should order some Chinese food.
No, we should.
What did you say? What? But fellas, let's be clear. This is on both sides.
Yes, it is.
You can't critique somebody if you ain't, like, if you are still attracted to the person. My question was how, and Mo gave a good point. Bring up the health. The health is always go to.
If you breathing like Biggie when you walking up the stairs, yeah, baby, I want you to be like, baby, let's go for a walk.
When
baby,
you have to reinforce,
let's go to the gym. Like,
that's why I said
we ain't going to brunch.
Cream Bun, what are we doing? It's past time to address the weight gain, and it does not mean that you are not sexy to somebody. There's somebody who thinks, and that person may not change their. I'm just saying, in the case of relationships where things begin to change and work, and it could be a woman going like, wow, what is going on? Because you was, like Mo said,
that's not the dude she fell in love with. You altered yourself. Like that's not.
But we do realize we're going to get older. Things are going to change.
Gravity. What goes up, what's up is always going to go down. That's gravity, right? But if there's something that you can do to maintain your health, because I keep going back to the health thing, because again, there are people who are larger in weight, like way more, but they're healthier than somebody who's smaller than them. So I go back to the health aspect of it.
Rashida said, because Rashida's in a marriage that's been going on for over a decade. I tried to keep looking like a snack.
After the kids.
One big bag. All right, right. And we ain't dissing big bags. I'm trying to just say, how can somebody express themselves without being called A bad person, LaShawn said, when I see a difference in my mate's appearance, I'm saying something. After I had my second daughter, I gained weight, and so did he. And we used to eat late night together. Yeah.
Yes.
And if y'all are going to gain weight, gain it together.
Yes.
If y'all going to gain it together. Yeah. That's the best way to do it.
Well, but you know what? It's the way that you go about it. Making sure that you're being encouraging and staying on the positive side of it than the negative. Positive reinforcement goes a much further way than negative reinforcement. When you hitting her with the "you don't look the same," "I'm not attracted to you," "you think I want to," that's going to have a negative impact. Or if you can try to control what they eat and tell them, "You sure you want to eat that? You always talking about you want to lose weight, but you in here eating that." It is a process. It is hard to change bad habits. It's hard to change eating habits. So be encouraging. You know, like, "Baby, I want to go for a walk. You want to come with me?" Like, that's more inviting to me.
What you trying to say? You trying to say I need to lose weight? Then the argument starts.
So then you be like, no, you got to be subtle with it. You have to be subtle with it. "No, I just want your company. I want you to go with me."
But this is something I've also noticed that, and I'm being serious now, y'all. I'm just trying to spark this, but I'm not just trying to spark. I'm being serious. I see that people use food. Put Claudia's comment back up there because you're going too fast. Real quick. Your weight and how active you are needs to match your partner. I can run a half marathon and you're playing Call of Duty all day. Okay, that was a shot. No pun intended. Call of Duty. But I see that there are women. Oh, you got to go, Mo?
Yes, I have to go. I have to be in the parent pickup line.
All right, girl. All right, Sexy Mo, ladies and gentlemen. Sexy Mo. We'll see y'all.
I would say hasta mañana, but no, I'll see you on what, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday.
But I do see that people use food as an escape. And you could tell when somebody's stressed, and you could tell when somebody's overwhelmed, because the same way I use alcohol, they'll use food. And that'll be their go-to when things, because I've seen that. So I'm trying to be, listen, people, I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to be sensitive here. I'm just trying to figure out. Stacey says 60 pounds and up or down.
That's where that's where it's at.
Damn, 60 pounds or up or down. Depends on where.
But I like RG comment. She said, more times than not, we know when we let ourselves go. We feel it. We know when that back pain start to creep in a little bit, or it's a little hard walking up them steps. You got a little winded when you got towards the top.
Go ahead.
Like you could feel it. We know, RG. But we just choose not to do nothing about it.
I know, RG Park.
And some do.
I know, RG Park. And I ain't mean no harm, RG Park. I ain't mean no harm. Jay Black is absolutely right. The person knows. So you have to be sympathetic and you have to use an encouraging voice. But when can we actually just say, listen, this is out of control. Like, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Like, there is no reason for us to be ordering DoorDash right now. I know you hungry. I get it. But you was hungry like 3 hours ago. Like, what?
You just ate.
You like, we both just ate. You ain't hungry? No, because we just ate.
New house rules.
We eat 3 times a day. And for those who don't know, I've been big. I've been 210 pounds, so I get it.
You call that big? I was 260.
Yeah. I ain't say nothing, Jay, because, but we've been, I mean, you was there.
Oh, yeah, you were big, too. You look bigger than I think you were, though.
Yeah.
Some people, they carry weight differently.
Right.
They look, yeah. So
my weight goes straight to my face. Straight to my face. Pause, I guess. I don't know why that felt like that needed a pause, but I don't think it needed a pause. My belly and my face. I think that needed a pause again. Sending love and good energy to everyone. Be kind to yourself and others. Claude.
That's right. So if they are big back, let's be kind and give them encouragement.
I'm just wondering when a man or a woman is allowed to say something, because that's a very touchy situation.
Very touchy.
I think the only other touchier situation could be if the person, you've been in a relationship for a long time and the person is no longer satisfying you sexually, like there's something missing. Like, I don't know how you go. We would need Mo for that. We would need more. I'm 250 and
he
5
was,
for
he
I'm
was.
5'7". Oh, I was. Yeah, Reem. We get it. It's delicious. Food is great.
It's nice to eat late at night and go to sleep. Like, man, it ain't smart, but man, them days. Let me get that cheesesteak. We get them fries.
They got a cheesesteak at 1 o'clock in the Yo, what's open?
What's now? Man.
Joe's cheesesteak. Yeah, we can order Joe's cheesesteak right now. Queen Born. Yeah, I remember when y'all were big looking fat boys. Hey, Jeanette, slow down with the big looking fat boys. Slow down. But it was a different era back then. You know, we was wearing a bunch of big stuff. And then, you know, when you're in an era of wearing suit, even though they're wearing big stuff now, when you're in an era of wearing super big stuff and you feel big in the super big stuff, you know that there's a problem. There's a problem that has occurred. I work in food and beverage. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, if you work there.
You smelling food.
You smelling food all day. And nothing like a good burger. Listen, it's a choice. Go take a walk, go take a run, and eat a burger. It's hard to choose that walk or run and over that burger, man. It is hard to choose that. It is hard. I get it. Just trying to explain. I'm trying to help heterosexual couples. I'm trying to save heterosexuality. Not because I'm against anything. I'm just trying to save heterosexuality. And Rashida, get me on that dating show because I'm tired of being by myself.
I saw Skills shifting gears, no segue. He had a question he posted. And I thought the responses was interesting. It said, men only, what's something you wish women did more of? And the comments wasn't what you thought. It was practice what you preach. I was like, yeah, that's legit. Say what you mean. We don't have to know, what is it? And know what you're saying. Like a lot of the comments were like legit. So is that something that you wish women did more of? Charlie Mack said, be women.
Oh boy. I know what he means, but I know in 2024 that can be 700 different things. What's something I wish women would do more?
He said, cook like my grandma. Okay.
Wish
they knew when not to speak. Well, that's
Ooh, boy.
But that could be real. I can see that could be a backhand, but that's like a legit. Now ain't the time.
Now ain't the time. Now ain't the time.
Hold themselves accountable instead of giving every reason as to why they're not wrong. Whew. Like it was a lot of real stuff on here, and I was like, interesting. I wonder what Mike thinks.
What's something you wish a woman would do more of?
Use logic over emotion. Okay.
What's something women would do more of?
The Queen was said that cooking like your grandma would have you big back.
Will have you big back. That will have you big back. That will have you big back. There's some things that women would do more. How do I say this? What women would do if you would just try to understand what I'm fucking trying to tell you. If you would try to comprehend, I'm not trying to start a fight. And stop taking, like, if you would just try and comprehend what it is that I'm saying instead of getting your defense mechanisms up and turning it into something that it doesn't need to be turned into. Like a guy, if he says something, not only does he have to say it the correct way, not only, and this includes saying it the correct way, you have to have the proper tone. You got to use the proper words. You got to say it at the proper time. And if we don't say all that, y'all disregard everything we just said and y'all dissect what it is that y'all don't like about everything except what you just said. And if you don't like what the person just said, I could follow all those aspects. I could have the correct tone, use the correct words. And if you don't like what I said or you don't like what I asked, the blow up happens. So, I mean, that's a long explanation. Just having some understanding. I got one or two. Start listening work to that. Not understanding. We are not mind readers. Tell us what you want. Yeah, tell us what you want. Tell us what you want. But does anybody really know what they want? What else what I want women to do more of?
What? I thought it was deep.
You know what? Men will never admit. Men won't admit this shit. They won't admit this shit. Because Jay won't admit this shit.
I admit everything.
Can you compliment a motherfucker every once in a while?
Wait, the opposite? You saying this? The opposite sex?
No, yeah. Your girl. Can you compliment me once in a while? I'm talking about being in a relationship. What I want.
Okay.
Like in a relationship, can you compliment me every once in a while? And
the person you're dating, can they just give you an authentic, real compliment? As a woman, to say, Mike, or honey, babe, boo, whatever, and just give a compliment.
What you want women to do? Just in a relationship, can you stop assuming that I'm certified confident in everything I do? And give a compliment every once in a while instead of assuming that I'm good in my shoes, because we got a compliment. I make sure I give random compliments to whoever I'm dealing with, just because I want you to understand that you're dope. Tone and delivery matters. You come at somebody aggressively, that's how you're going to get it. Sean, but even if I don't come at you aggressively, if you don't like what I'm saying, you are not. Once you don't like what I'm saying, once a woman doesn't like what she heard, they go into how can I break this down on why I don't like it and why it's wrong, instead of trying to take a moment to figure out, well, let me think about this. Let me think about what you're saying.
Let me process this.
Let me process this for a second. Instead of just jumping off. But now we're talking about what I want women to do more of.
Yeah, Rim said it to you. A compliment. Yeah.
Just in public, if you're not in a relationship, what I want women to do more of, and this is selfish. Dog, if you're interested, just say it. Just make it obvious, yo. Me, Mike, did he give you a compliment that day? Fuck you up. Fuck you up.
Home run with that one.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh God.
I'm gonna fuck you up for that.
Good one, Queen Born. Good one.
No, hey, women, I'm not asking you to ask me for my phone number. Can you just make it obvious that I'm so tired of getting direct eye contact and not knowing whether I should be inappropriate or be appropriate. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I'm gonna fuck you up quick. Can my woman tell me that? Pause. I don't know what that.
Yeah, validation is real though. She said humans require validation.
Everybody does. When y'all go out, and y'all got dressed. What up, Kennedy? I was about to say some shit that sounds stalkerish. I'm not even saying it. Never mind, Kennedy.
I was on your page.
I was on your page.
I was checking something. I was about to.
I'm on your page. I was like, our Facebook page. Oh, that sounded bad. I'm sorry, Kennedy.
Stalker.
I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious.
My bad, Kennedy.
God.
That sounded. No, you forgot. What she said? No, you forgot. What does that mean?
She was trying to help you out. You know, you forgot. But go ahead. Yeah, he was stalker. But go ahead.
No. I was about to say I was on your. I was about to say I like your page. I was on your page, but that just said that.
I was going through all your pics.
I went through all your pics.
Did you like stuff back in the day? Look, did you get a cold word? You like stuff from 2 years ago? Because we know that's the code word for.
I was scrolling on your page, Kennedy.
Oh God!
So if you're in a relationship, I want to say my bad. That's because most people listen to respond, not
to comprehend. That's it right there, Mike. Most women, they're listening to respond. They're not trying to process what you're saying. So when you ask that question, what's something you wish women do more of? How about listen to comprehend instead of trying to be quick draw McGraw with your response to try to shut something down?
That's it. Just give it a minute. Just at least a minute. Be like, huh? So you think this, and that? I wonder. Mike, when you see all those IG likes, that's a compliment. Thank you, Nikki White Chocolate. Nikki White Chocolate, she did. It's all good. Kennedy, I'm not trying to mess up no relationship. I'm not trying to mess up no. I was trying to give you a compliment, and it turned out that I got.
Can you give her a compliment if she's in a relationship?
I don't know if she's in a relationship. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was saying.
Oh, Kennedy, are you in a relationship?
Mike was liking pics from 5 years.
So no, that's a dope 2-piece. That 2-piece is on fire.
No, it gets worse. I don't want to give you more ammunition, but it gets worse. I don't want to give you.
Oh, she's single. She's single.
Oh, I was on your page. I was all on your page.
He went in.
I was all. Matter of fact, when I was on your page, I turned down the lights. I was all on your page, girl. I turned on some music. I was on your page heavy.
Maybe Rashida can get Kennedy on a dating show too. Like
we can all make it happen. I don't even know if I got enough time to explain to you the Kennedy situation, because that if I tell you, well, I'll tell you later. And thank you. I still got it. And thank you. It helps both ways when you can repeat what the other person says and then respond. No, it absolutely does.
That you heard them. Yes, very much so, LaShawn.
All right. What was that on Kennedy?
All hearts.
Hearts. Real niggas know what's up. Oh, wait.
Oh, she got a little K.MICHELLE in her. Oh, Mike.
What was that?
I don't know.
Fuck that mean? Should I take back my lights? Explain yourself, Kennedy.
That K.MICHELLE came out.
What you mean, real nigga? You know I cry, right? You know I cry, right?
I show emotion. Oh, you had to be here earlier to get it, Kennedy, but that's hilarious.
K.MICHELLE says she don't like dealing with men who cry. Oh, you make kings. Okay, all right.
All right. You said, you know I cry, right?
Is that what you got to tell women now? Look, like when y'all first meet, you have to be like, yo, real talk before we move any further. I've been known to cry. Like,
I ain't no punk bitch, but
I do cry. I ain't gonna lie.
Expressing your emotions is healthy, and and as men, we need to do that more. Okay,
as men, because I'm trying not to explode. I'm trying not to explode in a negative way. So sometimes I might leak a tear or two. You start saying hardcore word, I might leak a tear or two. Like, what? Leak? Where do you live? Can you have a lot? Let's try to get you on, and Mike on. Let's try and make it happen, Rashida.
Oh God, that's funny.
No, the funny thing, I was on Kennedy's page.
God, what was you tell me? I don't want to know. Yeah, you was looking through her pictures.
Let me make sure that this is the right person. Let me make sure she's the one who sent the picture. I think Kennedy, if you're listening, stay close so you can comment. I think Kennedy met me, and you must have been there too, at the haunted house that we did in Philly. And she was young, and I think she sent me the picture. And this is why I'm gonna sound creepy, but this is not what I meant by it. I shouldn't even be saying this shit. I'll be fucking myself up, yo. Where is this picture?
So she was young when she sent the picture. When you hosted,
I was in Philly, and she sent a picture, and we were at the haunted house in front of the Philly 1039 truck. Kennedy, is that the person? Are you the person who sent me that?
She said yes. She said yes. That's me.
Kennedy, before I go any further with this, before I say anything else, give me your age range or what. If you don't want to say your age, tell me you got to tell me you in your
21.
You got to be in your 30s. Tell me you in your 30s. Just say yes for the 30s.
Now you got me going to look to see what you was talking about.
Because she was young. She was young in the picture, and I was like, oh, sweat, I can't believe.
Oh, she don't be posting on Facebook. She just got a couple. What did you see? She only got a couple profile pics up.
I don't know. Maybe
I mean, I guess out of those three, all right.
Are you following her?
No. Oh, you got to be following her to see more. Okay.
Yeah, are you following her?
No, I just searched the name. All right. But go ahead, Mike. Shoot your shot.
Nah, because it gets creepy because she sent me the picture. I'm trying to find the picture. She was young. She was. I don't know if she was in high school or whatever, but I keep forgetting I'm 53. So if you 33, shoot.
Do you date older men, Kennedy?
If you're 33 and I'm 53, when I was 20, you weren't alive. So,
are you one of those Kimora Simmons kids? Do you date older men?
Wait a second. Don't do the Kimora Simmons. Don't put me with him.
Oh God! Oh, she date older men. Wait, or was that the other court? Oh, yes. So she date older men, Mike.
Well, she said, I think that was the you in your 30s. All right.
That might have been the other one.
Okay,
response.
Oh, I never even read. I never read the comments. You be getting hella comments. Okay. Oh, you be getting hella. Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't even know that. But I was sitting on the page. I was like, she ain't got an IG. Older men are attracted to me and vice versa. Okay, Kennedy. All right, we're doing a lot right
So
now.
the door is open. The
All
door
right,
is open.
We're doing a lot right now.
Wow.
Just resend, if you can, resend that. Did she send it? No, resend the picture when she was young.
She don't want to deal with nobody. She got to resend something twice. She did it the first time. I already see how this future's going.
Yeah, this already went bad. This is not the lane I intended to go down.
It's Friday. We're wrapping up the show. That's all this means.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. We're
about to
out.
get out of here. Listen, Kennedy. If you want that smoke,
if you see me and you trying to see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
I'm playing. Oh, she said it.
Yeah. She just see. Oh, see. She follows through. See, I like someone that follows through and don't procrastinate and drag their feet. So that's good, Kennedy.
How do I send this to you? Because if I send this to you, this is what you're gonna. Oh my God, you're gonna shatter me.
Keisha Cole dating a guy, Keisha Cole dating somebody in their 20s.
Yo, you're gonna. I don't even know why I'm sending this because it's Friday.
Keisha Cole.
How old? I sent you that picture now. Now you tell me why. That I'm checking ages and all. I just seen Keisha Cole dating a guy in his 20s.
Keisha Cole 42, so she's 42. She's good.
I wonder if they're gonna get at. Yeah. You got any kids, Kennedy? Why do I want to keep playing? Like, what
if you see me and you trying to see what's up? He wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
Oh, she's dating a rapper, Hun something. He's 24.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better. Oh, that's Keisha Cole. I thought it was K.MICHELLE, but I don't know. Keisha Cole may not like you to cry either. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's wrap this up. It's 8:50.
Oh, she sent you a pic. Oh, okay.
Do you see? That's why I. Ain't nobody playing these games.
You trying to groom people, Mike?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Then all of a sudden, this picture makes more sense. All of a sudden, this picture makes more sense when you trying to what?
What are you doing?
You might not need to go on the show. You hooking up? No, stop, Rashida. I want to be on the show. I want to be on the show. Damn it! I'm going to the dermatologist.
Yeah,
no, did
he? He grew it.
I'm going to the dermatologist.
Mike set this up years ago. Okay, I see what he's doing. All right, I'm keeping a straight face. Mm-hmm.
You guys got me to the gym looking like.
He keep laughing at the gym out loud. Like, what is he listening to? Watch it.
Dude, I don't. Man, listen, man. Listen. 13 foot. Come on, Kenny. Don't make it even worse. We can never be together. We can. The fact that picture exists, we can never be together.
And you hugged up, smiled. I said, "Damn, what's going on?"
No, I was being innocent. She was a little.
Was detected.
What are we doing?
Oh, this a fan. This a fan.
It was a fan. I think.
Don't put your arm around a 13-year-old neck like that.
Oh, that was. I just took a picture. Don't do that. That is no.
Tell me she liked the radio station.
No. It was a haunted house. She probably said, "Can I take a pic?" And I said, "Sure." Hey, all right, Jeanette, we out of here. All right. I see y'all cutting up on this Good Friday.
Yeah, we just having some fun. That's all. That's all, Kennedy. But yeah, I ain't never took a picture of no 13-year-old like that. But
what are you talking about? There's nothing.
I ain't never gripped nobody up like that. That's 13.
First of all, we playing too much. I'm not playing. We're playing way too much. We're playing way too much. Thank you, Kennedy. This is the person that was in the picture with me. It was all innocent. We're playing way too much right now.
It's Friday. We get silly.
Look, Kennedy's even said, "Come to Philly. I'll treat you to wings."
Okay.
Girl, yo,
it's an invite.
When?
All right. For those who watching the show, they know we have fun. We joke. We play around. It's a safe space. It's all jokes.
Wings, and my response was win.
Oh God. Whew.
Oh, the show. I'm playing. We all right.
They rock with us.
I'm so not playing. I'm playing. No.
Everybody rocks with us. Everybody knows.
We all know where Mike's right hand was in that picture. What are you talking about? Oh man, y'all.
That was fun. That was fun. You made me laugh. I got water. I got water in my eyes. My tear ducts work. Oh goodness gracious.
Oh, all right, let's get out of here.
We out of here.
All right, Kennedy. All right.
See you 20. No, she's an adult now. We was playing. That was years ago, Jeanette.
Yeah, Mike. See you in 10 and 20 years. No, Jeanette. This woman is like 33 years old, right? Yeah. But if she's 33, I'm 53. That means when I was 20, she didn't exist. So it's a whole different realm, right? It's the whole different realm right now. I mean, we might have kids. Why do I want to take it too far? Why do I want to keep playing?
Showing love.
All right, man. All right, let me get the outro.
Invite her to the July comedy show. The event Mike trying to put together, South Jersey.
We're trying to get everybody out to South Jersey. All my people, Atlanta, Dallas, and I'm gonna give once I set up the date. I'm gonna set it up with Craig, and once I set it up, then we'll rock out.
Man, Mike, man, when you see stuff like. Ain't that like a clue? Like the emojis nowadays ain't like it's like liking old pictures is a sign. I think emojis are a sign.
I don't even know I don't even see nothing.
Oh, I think it is. I'll pull up.
All right.
She coming through. And Rashida just said when in July. Yeah, you gotta just set the date, Mike. Get the venue, set the date, and just put out there. People figure out whatever hotel rooms nearby that's coming in from out of town.
I'm gonna talk to Craig and see how many tickets. How many we could do it at that Uno's that he does. I just don't know if there's gonna be a lot to do for y'all, like around. Like we'd have to set up a schedule for everybody to be able to come out.
Need an itinerary. That's what
come from out of town.
That's what Mo do. Mo puts stuff
together.
That's
what Mo do.
She's a party planner. She's an event planner. She juggle many hats.
Kennedy has got an old soul. She on Facebook.
She on Facebook, but she ain't on Facebook heavy.
Are you on Instagram, Kennedy? Like, why is it I can't find you on Instagram? Ain't that what your young folks be? I'm bringing. Rashida said she bringing folks. That's
dope. That's dope. That'd be dope.
All right, so we gonna. All right,
you really got to plan it. I know we've been talking about this for over a year now, trying to put something together. We just haven't solidified the date.
I have to rock out in July.
Damn, Queen Boy.
Wait, Kennedy and Mike get married in July. I'm not letting y'all in on this.
You heard what Ice Cube said about why his marriage lasted so long. Exactly. You keep mofos out your business.
Out your business. That's why my last situation ain't work out because of y'all. That's
Oh, I forgot. You talking real reckless. Well, you talking reckless. All right. Oh yeah. So July, we're gonna really seriously put that together. Get with Craig. He has the venue. And then we get that date and lock that in. It may be August. I think Super said if it was in August, he can make it and maybe even DJ. So let's figure out some dates.
All right, y'all. So quickly, Thursday, April 25th, I'm at the Valley Forge Casino Resort in King of Prussia.
Oh, nice.
It's me, Teray, and Eric Roberson. He's performing. Obviously, he's the headliner.
That's a nice lineup.
Yeah. So we're going to be a shout out to my man, DJ Quick. He's going to be spinning. If you want to get out there, if you're in the area, make sure you come out there, support, see if you can get your tickets early. Once again, it's the Valley Forge Casino Resort.
Has a show. Okay.
It's the 25th. It's a Thursday. So it's going to go down there. My cousin, Flex Anderson.
He has a show.
In Harlem, tickets 30. So let's go. Wait a second. Your cousin is Flex? That's crazy. My cousin Flex has a show in Harlem. When is the show? When is the show? Liza Tech Mike. There's no lies. Shut up. There's no lie. When is the show in Harlem? Show in Harlem.
She didn't say when the date was. Yes. So yes, that's her cousin Flex.
Let me know. I did shows with Flex. That's funny. I did show. Matter of fact, before I was a comedian, I saw Flex come to a college that I used to hang out and perform. That's crazy. Shout out to Flex Alexander. All right, May 18th, I believe. You know what? May 18th. I know everybody up at Club Harlem or Harlem Comedy in Harlem. That's what it's called. Make sure you remind me. Maybe I can roll up there.
Wait, is that the Homeboys in Outer Space, Flex Alexander?
Yes.
Remember that TV show?
And he had the other show.
He got a huge resume.
He got a huge resume over there.
Pause. 1-on-1. Yeah. He's married to Shanice the singer. Shanice,
I guess they're still married. I don't know.
That's what you call black love. They've been married for a long time. Shanice and Flex?
Yeah, I guess they still married, right?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty
Rashida, you right there. Answer the question.
No, yeah, they still married. I just Googled it. They've been married since 2000, so that's 24 years married. They probably was together even before that.
I'm running behind schedule. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness and never let anyone take it from you, no matter what it is, no matter what the situation is. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, C Chunk, Sexy Mo. I will be back on Tuesday. I'm not starting the show Saturdays yet. But the Saturday situation is going to start.
Saturday shows?
Yeah, I'm going to start doing Saturday morning shows because I'm always up on Saturday. And after I work out, I sit there. I know. So we're not starting the Saturday show. Check me out on Jonesy, 94.7 The Block on Monday on the Odyssey app. All right, we gone. Gone in.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.